Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's charity shop. Car boot sale haul. I don't know where charity shop came from. Car boot sale haul video. I go to the car boot sale on a Sunday. Every week I go on a Sunday. And every week I record what I bought in my car boot sale haul, either on the Sunday or on the Monday, while my memory is fresh and I can remember what I paid. It's Wednesday. I don't know why I haven't recorded it sooner. I don't know if I can remember any of the prices I paid. Here is my bag of goodies. I think this is going to be a challenge, but we shall see. Pretty sure I paid £1 for this and I didn't check it, so we don't know if all the discs are there. This is the Alpha Blocks Complete Collection. So learn to read with the Alpha Blocks: phonics first steps, next steps, letter teams, letter blends and long vowels. It is a 5 DVD set. That one's there. That's a good start. That one is there. That one's there. Yes. 4 out of 5. Can we do a full set? Yes. So they are all complete. I paid £1. I'm sure I paid £1. 100% paid £1 for that one. Not sure of what value I could be looking at on getting it for it, but definitely more than £1. And from the same seller, I hope I didn't break that. And from the same seller I bought this, which is Biff, Chip and Kipper. I haven't had any of these for ages, and I hope it's a full set. But how do you know? Because you used to get a leaflet in there that would tell you how many should have been in there, and there's no leaflet in this one, so I'll have to do some research to find out if they're all there. But those were £2. So he had a note saying all books 50p or 3 for £1, and of course these are a set, and so I didn't think they'd be 50p for the set, and when he said £2 I was quite happy with that. Quite happy with £2 for that. So there we go, that was from the same seller. Everything else is from other people. This was 50p, and it's not the kind of thing I normally bother buying anymore, but it was in really nice condition for 50p. It's M&S. It is a cot dangly toy, or pram dangler, with Winnie the Pooh, Piglet and Eeyore. Now that was 50p. These were £5, and the lady was not for... Oh, I didn't know. Hang on, were they? I think I paid her £3. I think I offered £3 and she took it. She'd marked them at £5. I said to her, would she take £3? And I expected her to say, I'll do £4. And she went, yes, she would. So I threw, and the reason I wanted them specifically, they are an assortment of puppets. So this one is Raven's Den. There's a frog there. Oh, he's got a squeak. I didn't squeak anything. Did you see the head pop up? There is a... What are you meant to be? A spider. Incy Wincy Spider. Blah, blah, blah. But what I actually... Oh, what's this? Is another... That one's a... What are you? A fly? Maybe? Who knows? What I wanted before I get them in the end was I'd spotted these ones in the bag. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 specifically. And these are Jellycat. So let me find the label. There you go. There's your little Jellycat label there. I have no idea whether Jellycat finger puppets are a particularly sought after thing. But Jellycat, as you know, is having a massive surge of popularity. People are collecting. So when I saw that there were Jellycat finger puppets in there, I thought that might be worth grabbing. But I don't know. I'll do a quick image search, a quick Google search, and see if I can find out anything. £3 for the whole bag. The other 2 puppets that are in there are just 2 tiny finger puppets that say Happy Easter on there from Tesco. It's a duck and a chick. No, it's a lamb and a chick. Lamb and a duck. It's something and something. So I will sell those as a bundle and the Jellycats as a bundle, and the other 2 will probably just go into another bundle of stuff at some point. But it was the Jellycat ones that had caught my eye. And funnily enough, it was the stripe that gave them away, and I don't know why my brain had that knowledge, but it did. My brain went, oh, that's going to be Jellycat. Steve's stall, where everything was £1 by the time I got there. 3 Pimpernel mugs. That one, that feels like it's got a broken handle. As I picked that up, then it didn't feel like the handle. Yeah, the handle's broken. Funny how I felt it. There's a little crack in the handle there, so that one's no good. Are the others okay? Yeah, these feel fine. So I've got one cappuccino and one coffee, and the one that says tea isn't any good. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. I'm sure I can get more than £1 each for them. I'll probably sell them as a pair. But you, my friend, are broken. Also on Steve's store for £1, a pair of midwinter salt and pepper. It's funny because the salt is so much bigger than the pepper, but they are a pair. And also on Steve's store, these were not £1 each. They were, I think, £3 for the set. They're still out Freya, which would be lovely for our Freya if she was remotely a child anymore, but she's nearly 18 and she's not particularly into Disney. So I'll probably sell them individually unless one of you guys reaches out and says, well, I've got a child called Freya and I'd like them. So we've got, the F has Tigger on it. These are Classic Pooh and Disney from Resell collectibles. And then the R has Piglet on a rocking horse. And I'm checking them as I'm showing them to you to see if there's any damage, and they look fine so far. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The E is Pooh Bear. Again, no damage on that one. Then we've got a Y with Piglet on it, tied up in a ball of string. No damage. And the A is Pooh again with apples. So, yeah, no damage there. So the F has flowers on it for F for flowers as well as Tigger. The R for rocking horse. E for Easter. What's the Y? Yarn. It'll be yarn, won't it? Y for yarn, and then A for apples. There we go. I'm glad I worked that out. So yeah, our Freya wouldn't be remotely interested in those at her great age, I'm afraid. But somebody will want them. But I'll probably sell them individually. Like I said, people buy them initials wise. Now I put these samples in here so they would stay in one place, but I'll pull them out now and show you them in a minute. Show you the bag first. It's a little Radley bag. It's a cotton Radley shopper. It's still got its brand new price tag on there, £23. It's even got the invoice inside. They bought it from Amazon. Yeah, so they printed that out for some reason and put that in there. I'm not sure why. Somebody's left a review. They have left a... doesn't say how many stars. I can't see the stars. But it says, I love the bag, a perfect size. Would have been a 5, but the handle covered a lot of his cute face. Well, it doesn't when you hold it up, does it? Only covers his face when it's down. What an odd review. People are very strange, aren't they? People are very, very odd. But yeah, that's a brand new Radley bag. £5. A little bit more than I would have liked to pay. But to be fair, it does have its tag on it. So shouldn't really complain about that. And what was in it that I pulled out to show you guys was these. This is a huge pile of Estee Lauder and Clinique samples. Huge, huge, all different ones. I think there's 35 there. I paid £3.50 for the lot. She had them on at 10 pence each. It must be more than 35. Otherwise, why would she charge me £3.50? Plus, there was 39. Hang on. 38. I thought I had 39, but I might have lost one. Or 2 might be stuck together. She had them on at 10 pence each, and I said to her, how much would you want for the lot? And she said £3.50 after counting them. And I said, would you do a bit less? And she said no, because I had a lot more than that when I arrived this morning, so they're selling really well at 10p. So I didn't really argue. I just said, okay, £3.50. If I've got 30, whatever I just said, 38, I'll break them up into batches of 5 or 6, I expect, and sell them for a few quid a batch. It's the kind of thing that people buy because they're handy to take on holiday with you. So it'd be a sample of the stuff that you normally use at home, and then you haven't got to take your big pots with you. So we'll just see how we get on with that. I won't make £1 million out of it, but I might make a few quid. This was £1 and I bought it with us in mind. I want to put it in the front room instead of the tin bowl that's there at the moment. It's just a very nice dog bowl from My Pets Essentials. I don't know, TJM, so that would be like B&M or Home Bargains or somewhere like that. So that's for us. There were also 2 other purchases for us which are already downstairs. A big parasol for the garden. Parasol. Big parasol for the garden in much better condition than the one we had. £4. I'll show you. I'll take the camera outside and I'll remember to film the clip and stick that in. £4, absolute bargain. And 4 cushions for the front room from the same chap for £3. So I'll show you those. I'll put the clip in. And then the last 2 bits, I think this was £1, fairly sure this was £1. It's a white stuff dress, and I don't rush to buy white stuff anymore. And it's a UK 6, which I wouldn't normally be in a hurry to buy. But I really liked the print, which is swimmers, divers, synchronised swimmers maybe, who knows. I liked that, so I paid £1 for that one quite happily. And then the last item was £2, and it's probably the find of the day, because it is a Glenmuir sleeveless golf jumper. It is pure lamb's wool. It cost me £2, and I think I can probably sell it for about £30. So that was very nice, and that is it. Like I said, I did my 2 big purchases, which was the cushions and the parasol, which are downstairs. Everything else just small purchases today, and I really do need to get some listing done, because when Tammy was sorting out the cupboard in her room and pulling through a lot of my old unlisted stock, my death pile was in there, and I'd said to her, anything you find in there, mate, you can list it on Vinted if you want, because I've given up on it, I've forgotten all about it. She came in and she was like, are you sure you want me to put this stuff on? And handed me a big pile of sea salt that I bought from that sea salt man 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and put it in the cupboard. I thought I'd already listed it. I genuinely thought I had already listed and sold it. So she's given me that back to go on eBay, because I think eBay is a better place for it than Vinted. I think I'll get more money on eBay. Oh, look, there is damage on that one. Tigger's tail has got a little chip off it. Blow it. If you've seen anything that floats your boat or tickles your pickle, the email address is in the description box as always. I was very, very bad this week about answering my emails. In fact, I've still got some outstanding that I need to pull my finger out and answer, but I will do it. I will answer. And if I've been bad about answering my emails, you can guarantee I've been very bad about listing. So the thing that you might be interested in is definitely not sold yet, because I can't pull my finger out and do anything. Thank you for joining me for this one, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.